Vegas, eh? Yep, that's Las Vegas too. So we're at Red Spring, I guess, I don't know, park. It's part of Red Rock Conservation Area, which is over there. I think that's the visitor center. You can see the cars in the distance. And we've been hiking now for about an hour and a half. We started around that point over there. Down the valley, you can't really see it. And then up right before that parking lot in the distance. Then back up the other side here. So now we're on a really easy trail. This part looks really nice. The rest of it was not like this, trust me. The rest of it was a lot trickier. A lot of smaller stones, and you know, if you don't have a great knee or something, it's probably not the easiest thing to be doing. But you know, you get the idea. You can see why they call it Red Rock, eh? Red Rock, not Red Rock, eh? So last I saw it was about 18 Celsius. And this part of the park is free. So as you drive towards, you go on Charleston off of 215 in Las Vegas. You take Charleston towards Red Rock Canyon Conservation Area. I keep calling it a national park, but I guess it's not. It's a conservation area. And but before you get right into the conservation area, you turn right into Calico Basin, it's called. And that's what this is about. These trails. And there's a spring on the other side of the mountain there where we're heading. And that's how it got founded, I guess. You can see my little dog here, Duck, enjoying the walk. We brought lots of water with us and snacks. So we had a nice lunch in a quiet spot overlooking the canyon where there wasn't anybody around. You couldn't hear any people. Parking lot was jammed when we got here, and I thought, oh, I bet the trails would be like a highway. But they weren't. A lot of the people were just having a picnic, because that's what Red Springs area is at the start. There's a big picnic area. So as you can see, there's not a lot of people around. But you know, it's very family friendly. I literally just talked to a couple who, well, he had a baby and a carry thing on his front. Is that called a bunting or whatever? She was pregnant. She looked like about 7-8 months pregnant, if I know my pregnancy, which not really. I've got 13 nieces and nephews, so I've seen it. And a little dog with them. So, you know, I guess these trails can't be that hard. I'd like to say it's been a real struggle. You know, I'd like to say that, oh, you know, help me, I need water. But I don't. Anyway, just having a laugh. But check this out. This thing looks like it's going to bloom. Is that ever cool looking? What the heck is that? So it's some kind of palm tree thingy, if I know my technical jargon. Very neat. Maybe it's one of those stink plants that bloom once every 100 years or something. That smells really bad. Anyway, back to the trail. I believe I know what this is. This is prickly pear cactus. I know that from past experience. So here's our trail up there. Here's my walking stick. I guess I should pick up again. Kind of handy having a walking stick, I must admit. I would recommend it. Especially with a dog that never calms down. Quite beautiful though. Nice sunny day as always here, it seems. I can't say always. I mean, they did have... Oh look, there's the vultures coming to get me. They did have the worst winter they've had in like 50 years apparently. So, and it rained for a few days. Even got some snow. But compared to back home right now, and this is March 30th, I know back home in Muskoka, Ontario, Canada, right now they're experiencing a nice snowstorm. And I have to go back home in a couple of weeks, in mid-April. Right now I don't really want to, having seen the video evidence on my security cameras at home. I don't want to go back to that snow. Especially when it's melting and I don't know. It's not the coolest thing. So you can see some people way down there. Do you see them? Kind of in the center of the screen. So all kinds of trails in there. It's pretty cool. My dog always wants to keep moving. She's a go-getter. So we'll get back to the trail now. I don't want to get lost out there though, eh? I mean, it's not super hot, but it's pretty darn dry. Today on the news they said the humidity, prickly pear cactus, right now, this morning, was 25%. So I think that's pretty dry. Now if you look in the distance over there, above the dog thingy, that is Las Vegas. The Las Vegas Valley. Pretty cool. Gotta wonder what was here millions of years ago though, eh? Hey, I'm glad you're with me, by the way. Thanks for joining in on this video. Hope you like, share, subscribe. That's what everybody always says. I don't know why, but I guess it's nice to have a lot of people. I know the other guys who are really good at this, they have like thousands of viewers, and so sometimes they'll go live. And that seems pretty cool too. Because then people just chat to them. They'll ask them questions, ask them to aim the camera one way or the other. You know, what is that on the ground? You missed it. Right? So, to be honest with you, I can't really even tell what I'm filming. The sun is so bright that I can't see the screen on my Samsung S8 Plus. But I'm hoping it's taking video clearly enough. So this trail is pretty wide now. Almost looks like you could drive down it. My ATV would be fun on this. But I don't see one tire track, and I haven't. So that's good. I even saw a sign back there that said no bicycles, but you could have donkeys, hikers. So that was kind of cool. Are they donkeys? Are they mules? Are they burros? I'm sure one of you knows the technical differences between them all. Can you see Vegas in the distance again? Center of your screen, hopefully. And now it's getting windy as we come around that point over there. So hopefully you can still hear me. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to try and focus up in a second when my dog lets me. On the rocks over there on the cliffs, these climbers have been practicing. And it's really cool to watch. Calico, come. No, go around. Super dog friendly, this place. See the trail over there? That's where we've got to go. My knees are going to be screaming at me tomorrow. Or today. Here's some screaming kids. See, everywhere we go, there's always a screaming kid. It's like, it's mandatory. Oh, I guess they're doing the echo thing. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see it. My camera doesn't have a focus, but again, I've got it basically center of screen. You can see a guy climbing up the side of a cliff. There's a guy down below holding the ropes. It's pretty cool. Can you see it? Beautiful day. Right, back to the trail. You know, it's funny, there's not as many of those cactus that you think you'd see. Cacti, of those ones, you know, with the arms, the old West Day type. I'm not sure why. Must be a reason. Maybe it's not dry enough here. Because, you know, basically there is vegetation everywhere when you look at it. They even had a fire danger sign warning, just like back home. Said it's extremely low right now because there's been a lot of rain, I guess, this winter. But sure looks dry to me. So I guess all of that could burn then. Yeah, I'm sure it would. You would think, though, the dirt in between would be some kind of fire break, but I guess not. You can see the telephone line there. My dad taught me that. I'm pretty sure that's a telephone line and not a power line. Because telephone lines, the cable is usually like lower on the pole because it doesn't present an electrical danger if you touch it or it breaks. If that's a power line, that's interesting. But I'm no expert, so what do I know? But I do know this is beautiful. So you can see the trail where we've come from. You hear dogs barking. I hate to sound nasty, but there was a group of people from overseas who had a couple little yippy dogs. And my Cali dog here is basically the nicest dog out there. I know everybody says that about their dog, but she is. She loves people. She loves other dogs. She loves everything. I've never seen such a happy dog. But those two little yippers had no leashes on, came up to her and started harassing her. She didn't do anything, but you could tell she wasn't impressed. She kind of almost like made a gesture towards them as if to say, back off, you're annoying me. But the people didn't call their dogs. I don't get it. Why wouldn't you call your dog? They just let them keep doing it. And they kept following us down the trail until finally I got mad and I said, get out of here. Ah, people. Oh, here's some burro shit. Looks pretty fresh too. Burro or horse, I'm guessing. Oh, there's some more hikers. Cool. Back at it. Took a pause. There's a trail here. I'm not exactly sure if this one goes down to to where the main trail is. As part of this is there's a lot of guessing, which I know isn't the safest thing to do in a desert, but there's so many people around, and the place is patrolled by rangers, I guess. I know the trails, you can see them really clearly. Not sure if you can see the climbers again, middle of your screen. They're about halfway down the mountain, in the very center of that mountain. And you can see guy's got a blue shirt, white helmet. But we're not going to go down this trail, I think, Duck. We're going to go back to the main trail here. Fork in the road. So you can see the cool cactus there. I wanted to film up until the top of this hill so you can see what I've got to go down and back up again. A younger man might have been intimidated by this, which I'm not. I'm not intimidated. But I am thinking about it. More because of my knee. Be honest, once you hurt your knee and you don't have faith in it anymore, you're always wondering, always questioning, always cautious. Because, after having it give out at very vital moments in things you've been doing, like sports or something, it's kind of scary. But I've bragged before in another one of my videos, since I've come to Las Vegas, marijuana is legal here. That's what I'm talking about. In fact, marijuana users would get mad at me what I'm about to say, because I've been using CBD oil for my knee. CBD oil apparently comes from hemp, though. It doesn't come from marijuana. So there's no THC content in it. So there's no hallucinogenic effect. Wow, listen to me with the lingo. So I don't get stoned, in other words, when I take it. But in the morning, I just take a dropper full of CBD oil under my tongue, hold it for about 40 seconds. Has kind of a minty flavor to it. And, knock wood, it seems to be working. All the pain from my knee is gone. I'd say 99% gone, which is bizarre to think about. I've been in pain for years because of my ACL, which was repaired and since retorn again. And then the surgeon said, do you really want to get it repaired? Are you going to be doing anything, significant that you have to pivot on your knee? So I said, no. So decided not to get it operated on again. But since I've taken this oil, I'm doing stuff like this. I think it's about a 6-kilometer trek we're doing. I've got my Strava set. I'll have to find out later. Strava's a phone app, by the way, that'll record your walks and hikes and snowshoes and everything. But anyway, since I've taken that oil about 8 weeks ago, my knees are feeling great. And the other thing, both of my knees have arthritis in them, osteoarthritis, which all together makes me sound old. But of course we know I'm not. But let's see if we can find this trail. It's looking pretty darn steep here. I wasn't expecting this. Oh, there's a Nanook. So the trail appears to go down there. Yeah, interesting. I don't think I'm going to film this part, you guys. All that bragging about my knees, they might both explode on the way down. Anyway, thanks for joining me, as always. And like I always say, when you come to Las Vegas, see the Las Vegas Strip. There's so much to do. It's amazing. I still go once in a while, but get off that strip. Go on the outskirts of Las Vegas. Look at the natural parks, the surroundings. Look at this place. It's incredible. Get out there and see it. Live your life. Be amazed. And think to yourself, Vegas, eh?